Okay, good morning. And today I wanted to do a quick recipe for just this wonderful banana bread. And the banana bread recipe comes from epicurious.com. I love that site. Now I've made this before and it came out so good. I shared it with so many friends. And during this time when we're inside, all I want to do is cook. It's like amazing. So I wasn't going to share this recipe, but here I go. All right, so I sifted the flour, baking soda, baking powder, and salt in here. I mashed 4 bananas, a little sour cream, and some vanilla extract here. I have my brown sugar, which is a cup of packed brown sugar, and my butter, room temperature eggs, and some walnuts for the top. And we're just going to mix up the bananas, the sour cream, and the vanilla extract in this bowl. Now I've got my butter and I'm going to beat it with the brown sugar. Got my beaters. Alright, it says to beat this for about 3 minutes until it's light and fluffy. On medium speed. And then after 3.5 minutes I'm going to add the eggs. Alright, we're scraping down the sides, made it light and fluffy. We scraped down the sides, made it light and fluffy. We're going to add our eggs one at a time. And beat them in. Scrape down the sides, we're going to get it mixed nice and well. Then we're going to add our other egg. Beat it down. And we're ready for our next step. So we're going to add the banana mixture to the butter, brown sugar, and eggs. Beat it in just until combined. So we don't want to mix it up too much. I'll scrape. I love to scrape every bit of flavor into the pan. All right, I'm just gonna use the beater on this. Just gonna fold it in with the spoon. It says beat just until combined. So we just want to combine this mixture. Look at that, very smooth. This is all the wet ingredients. And we're gonna add the dry ingredients in 2 batches slowly. All right, so we're gonna beat in the dry ingredients, 2 batches. I'm beating it on low. Make sure it gets in there. Getting it from the sides. All right, we're ready for the second batch. Dry ingredients on low. Here's my recipe. And then we'll be ready to spread it in the pan. Ready. We're going to eject the beaters so we can clean up. But just before we fold it into the pan, I'm going to fold in a little bit of walnuts. It's a 1/2 cup, but I love walnuts, so I think I added some extras. I'm going to fold some in and then save some to spread on the top. Now folding in is just a quick fold in. All right, and here we have our 9 by 5 inch loaf pan. And we're going to fold it in. Again, we scrape every morsel off the side. It says to spread it down with a spatula. Make a little space for the walnuts. I'm going to spread them on top in a little line. And it's ready to go into the oven, 350 degrees. I'm going to put it in for 60 minutes, 60 to 65 minutes. I don't want it too dry, I want it nice and moist, but we're going to rotate it halfway through after 30 minutes. All right, here it goes. Put it right in the center so it gets a nice even bake. And in 30 minutes, I'm going to check and rotate it. While that's baking, I have the timer set. I'm going to clean up the dishes, put away the mixer, and have a little story. So I love banana bread. And every time I go to my friend Anita's house in South Jersey, she makes banana bread. We live next door to each other in college as kind of like roommates. We go in and out. And now that she's older, every time I go there, she makes banana bread. She's got banana bread, bananas thawing and mixed and ready to go. And she makes like, I don't know, 10 loaves for so many people. And then she gives it away. And I think that's really cool. So when banana bread's finished, Keith and I will have some and then we'll give it away. All right, here we are. We're just gonna rotate. Oh, look how beautifully brown it is. But you can see by the movements, it's almost still liquidy. So it's got another 30 minutes, but it looks great. We're gonna wait for it to be brown, cracking on the edges, pulling away from the pan, and we'll be ready to take it out.
Thank you so very much. Thank you both.
Thank you.
All right, that means we gotta check out. It's ready to come out of the oven.
They caught
Now-
the videographer.
Now, I did it, it says to cook the banana bread for 65 minutes, 60 or 65. I cooked it for 60 because I love it moist. So let's check it. It looks delicious. You can see it's golden brown. It's it has cracked. And let's see, is it pulling away? It's pulling away. So now we test it. It's in. Now, as you can see, it's come out moist. So we have to put it back in for a few more minutes. So I'm going to give it the 5 more minutes on the timer. And then we'll check it in 5 minutes. All right, here I took it out of the oven. 5 minutes later, testing the center. See if it comes out dry. Awesome, it's dry. So we're going to leave it on a wire rack for about 15 minutes just to cool before we take it out of the pan. Anita, dedicated to you. All right, it's been 15 minutes and we are ready to take it out of the pan. So my favorite tools, this spatula, it's a long, thin spatula. Just gonna run it around the edge of the pan. Looks like it's nice and loose. And ready to come out. We'll see how it goes. Upside down. Actually, I like to take the plate upside down on the plate. Just to make sure you can see because it's glass. Ah, beautiful. It's still a little warm. So we're gonna put it back on the rack so it can cool. There we go. And we'll be slicing it up in just a few minutes. All right, we are ready to test it out and slice. So I'm gonna take it off the cooling rack, slide it right off onto our plate. And here we go. It's still just a little bit warm. Nice slice. See the steam coming up. There we go. gonna get enough to taste. All right, if you make it, let me know how it turns out. Enjoy.